Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Heavenly Bullets Bundle of May 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Greedland, a roguelike shoot-'em-up that blends survival-like mechanics with intense twin-stick shooter action, reminiscent of classics like Crimson Land. You step into the role of a futuristic mercenary, navigating dozens of levels filled with millions of monsters that explode into a crimson mist under your heavy fire. The game delivers a visually striking experience of blood and fire, featuring massive hordes, screen-filling explosions, and a symphony of gunfire. You can play solo or grab a friend in the recently added online co-op mode to double your firepower. The progression system allows you to become a mobile arsenal of destruction. You'll visit the armory to customize various power armors and choose from over 300 upgrades, chips, and auxiliary gear to maximize your adrenaline. If the pressure becomes too intense, you can deploy devastating Titan mechs to crush elite foes. While some users report questionable audio design and performance hitches, specifically frame starters on devices like the Steam Deck, the sheer variety of builds keeps the gameplay loop engaging. You can even toggle between auto-aim for a relaxed experience or manual aiming for a true bullet hell challenge. Despite some grindy elements and generic stat boosts, the game offers dozens of hours of content for those who enjoy turning their brain off to slaughter bugs. Whether you're forging a throne of victory or synthesizing ultimate gear, Greedland provides a high-octane time burner that rewards persistent warriors with an ever-expanding path of carnage. And number 2 we have Army of Ruin, a top-down auto-shooter roguelite that drops you into chaotic bullet hell arenas filled with swarms of enemies. You control legendary heroes wielding powerful weapons and spells, each designed to mow down hundreds of foes in seconds. With quick-paced combat and evolving upgrades, Army of Ruin delivers an engaging loop that's easy to pick up and surprisingly addictive. You unlock new characters, weapons, and trinkets as you progress, creating satisfying combos and experimenting with builds. The simplicity of its mechanics keeps things approachable, while the variety in skills and passives add depth. Between runs, permanent upgrades help you tackle tougher challenges and higher difficulties. However, not everything hits the mark. In late-game content, the design choices become repetitive. Achievements like stand still for X seconds across multiple stages feel more like chores than tests of skill. Some players might find the 30 minutes run drag past the halfway mark, especially when you've already become overpowered. The lack of meaningful build diversity and predictable weapon upgrades can also make progression feel samey over time. Still, Army of Ruin offers a polished, visually appealing alternative to titles like Vampire Survivors, even if it doesn't innovate much. If you're a fan of the genre, you'll likely enjoy the ride, at least for a while. At its best, it is a smooth, satisfying survival-lite that respects your time. For the price of the bundle, it is hard to argue against giving it a shot. Just don't expect endless variety. And number 3 we have God of Weapons, a game that may have been overlooked due to its uninspiring name. But beneath it lies a captivating Vampire Survivors clone, blending the auto-battler format with engaging inventory management. The isometric 3D game introduces a minute-long level structure, where your chosen character class faces increasing hordes of enemies. Surviving a minute grants experience points, converting into additional inventory spaces for strategically tetrising new weapons, armor, and trinkets purchased from a random store. Each game consists of 20 levels, with the goal of surviving to the end, unlocking more content and class types. God of Weapons impresses with its unique minute-long levels, deviating from the lengthier runs typical in post-Vampire Survivors automatic horde battlers. The emphasis is on experimental character builds, achievable within the brief time frame. Despite odd balancing issues in the initial difficulty levels where gold exceeds spending needs, the game excels in inventory management intricacies. The game's diversity shines through its 12 different classes, each of 3 variants, ensuring substantial replayability. However, the game's monochromatic aesthetic proves a downside, lacking visual vibrancy and making enemy distinctions challenging. Additionally, the lack of in-game explanations poses a learning curve, resembling an early access experience. Despite these drawbacks, God of Weapons offers tremendous fun, providing a unique bite-sized approach to the auto-battler genre. Its distinct gameplay, extensive class variety, and replay value make it a worthwhile playthrough, albeit one you'll need to navigate without much initial guidance. And number 4 we have God of Weapons, Eternal Nightmare, an expansive action roguelike DLC that plunges you into a cursed forgotten city where you must reclaim the light against festering new evils. Building upon the core inventory management gameplay of the base game, this expansion introduces 9 distinct class variations across 3 primary archetypes: the Necromancer, who utilizes a fresh summon system, the Plague Doctor, who masterfully spreads deadly contagions, and the Treasure Hunter, who excels at finding gems. You'll navigate a larger map filled with unique points of interest and lethal bosses, all while managing a brand new socket system that allows you to power up weapons with customizable gems. The addition of an infinity mode provides endless replayability, allowing you to test the limits of your build crafting, and the new favor system, which uses Titanite to boost weapon strength. While the content is widely praised for its depth, you should be prepared for some technical hurdles. Late game performance can struggle significantly, with some users reporting severe frame rate drops during high-level endless runs. Furthermore, the sheer volume of visual effects from summons and plate canisters can lead to a lack of on-screen clarity, making it difficult to track your character during chaotic encounters. Despite these visual and performance optimization needs, the DLC is a highly recommended upgrade if you enjoy the original's gameplay loop. It successfully revitalizes the experience with meaningful mechanics that offer you more ways to customize your arsenal as you face the encroaching shadows. And number 5 we have I Am Legion, Stand Survivors, an action roguelike bullet heaven where you summon up to 8 powerful stands to survive relentless waves of enemies. You dive into a chaotic arena, utilizing a deep synthesis system to upgrade your units from basic warriors to legendary orange stands. By hunting special bosses mid-battle, you seize awakening scrolls that evolve your companions into brand new forms, such as the Monkey King or Skeleton King. The gameplay loop centers on mining resources and forging gear with random attributes, allowing you to combine identical items to create higher tier equipment. With over 100 stands and various hero archetypes, you craft unique strategies to overcome daunting DPS checks. The artifact mode revolutionizes your endgame by introducing artifact combos that offer massive stat growth and fresh combat mechanics. While you might find a grind for certain orbs intense, the low cost provides significant playtime as you attempt to unlock everything. You appreciate the variety and meta progression, though success on higher difficulties often requires a bit of luck to navigate scripted randomness. Some players feel that reaching an overpowered state is difficult, but the strategic depth in pairing stands. Like matching mage heroes with spellcasting units, keeps the experience engaging. Whether you're drafting fighters in a shop for souls or refining your arsenal through the overhauled crafting system, every run offers a fresh chance to discover synergistic builds. This title shines as a casual yet deep experience that plays particularly well on handheld devices for fans of the genre. And number 6 we have Karate Survivor, a roguelike brawler that throws you into an 80s style arcade world, where everything around you becomes a weapon. The game blends absurd humor with action-packed melee combat, making every encounter unpredictable. Instead of traditional upgrades, you collect teeth from defeated enemies to boost your stats, adding a quirky twist to progression. While there's no deep narrative, Karate Survivor fully embraces its over-the-top premise. You are an unarmed martial artist, fighting waves of thugs across chaotic urban environments. The game's charm comes from its commitment to the absurd. Whether you're brawling in a supermarket or clearing out goons with a plastic flamingo, every moment feels like an homage to classic action films. Karate Survivor focuses on melee combat, using an auto-attack system where your strikes recharge over time. At first, attacks feel sluggish due to an unclear cooldown indicator, but as you progress, unlocking new moves and abilities improves the pace. The combo system is a standout feature. Collecting cards let you chain attacks together for powerful effects, rewarding skillful play. Weapons are improvised from everyday objects, from footballs to frying pans, keeping combat fresh. The pixel art style perfectly captures the arcade-era vibe, while the sound design enhances every hit with satisfying crunches and squeaks. Boss battles add variety, though the lack of multiple character models limits visual diversity. Despite this, randomized upgrades and unpredictable encounters ensure replayability. Karate Survivor delivers an entertaining, nostalgic beat-em-up experience, though early pacing issues and limited customization hold it back. And number 7 we have Keeper's Toll, a dark, retro-styled roguelite that blends bullet hell survival with action RPG mechanics. Set in a cursed world where 6 unique heroes rise to fight back, it challenges you to endure endless waves of enemies, collect upgrades, and face off against punishing bosses. Each run feels intense and deliberate. You start off weak, dodging swarms and scraping together enough experience to level up, unlocking active and passive abilities. While every character, whether it's the Pyromancer, Shadow Monk, or Blood Maiden, has a distinct style and progression tree, build variety is disappointingly slim. You'll often find yourself relying on the same few effective skills across different classes, which takes away from what could have been a deeper experience. That said, Keeper's Toll shines in its atmosphere. The music hits hard, the pixel art is stylish, and the overall vibe is beautifully grim. Boss fights are a highlight, offering unique mechanics and plenty of chaos. The game also includes a shop system and limited meta progression, letting you tweak builds and explore minor strategy shifts between runs. But be warned, the content feels light after a handful of hours. While initial impressions are strong, you'll quickly realize many systems lack depth. The game does not evolve much over time, and outside of character choice, your decisions don't dramatically impact gameplay. Still, if you enjoy Vampire Survivors style games with a more methodical ARPG edge, Keeper's Toll offers a solid challenge with a memorable style. Just don't expect it to redefine the genre.
And number 8 we have Pesticide Not Required, a challenging bullet heaven roguelite that distinguishes itself from the post-Vampire Survivors crowd by blending intense combat with cozy farming, fishing, and mining mechanics. You control a character across runs lasting 15 in-game days, where your primary goal is surviving swarms of enemies while simultaneously managing your homestead. Instead of focusing solely on auto attacks, you plant crops and catch fish to earn experience for stat-altering upgrades, while mining ore and killing foes provides the currency needed to purchase seeds and expanding plots. You're supported by helpful animals, like dogs that collect loot or cats that attack enemies, adding a charming layer to the frantic action. The game offers immense depth through 21 unique characters and a meta progression skill tree fueled by purple gems, which you also use to customize your home. You'll find the synergy between skills highly addictive, often losing track of time as you experiment with different builds. While some weapons like swords or hay bales might feel weak unless you enable twin-stick aiming, the variety of playstyles keep the experience fresh. Achieving 100% completion is a significant undertaking, requiring roughly 30 hours of dedicated effort. You must tackle difficult feats, such as completing runs on the hardest Winter 4 difficulty or defeating bosses in under 5 seconds. Despite the steep challenge of certain achievements, the loop of unlocking new characters and mastering the seasonal difficulties provides a rewarding sense of progression that makes this a standout title within the genre. And number 9 we have Sodaman, a bullet haven roguelike where you play as a super soldier, fighting alien hordes with soda powers in a vibrant cyberpunk-themed universe. Following a sodacalypse caused by Entity X, you must find the remaining carbonated treasures to restore flavor to the world. You chug sodas across 7 different colors to create custom cocktails and game-breaking builds. Between high-octane runs, you retreat to your spaceship to interact with your crew members and spend credits on deep upgrades. You can augment 6 different body parts with over 30 cybernetic implementations, and build a deck from dozens of power-up cards to enhance your lethality. The game features stylized pixel graphics and intense arcade action that many players find addictive. While the progression system is frequently praised for being more engaging than similar titles in the genre, some users find the current balance to be too easy, with certain virus tree sodas allowing you to melt bosses in seconds. There are also reports of bugged achievements and a need for more map variety beyond basic crates and main objectives. The Chaos mode offers a significant jump in difficulty for those seeking a challenge, and the intentionally cheesy voice acting adds a unique layer of personality to the experience. Despite some early access hurdles, such as repetitive weapon feels and overlapping currency costs for skill points and gear, the core gameplay loop is incredibly fun. It is a stylish, personality-filled alternative for fans of the genre, looking to kick aliens and stay hydrated. And number 10 we have Entropy Survivors, an online roguelike twin-stick shooter where you play as a gunslinging frog piloting a sword-wielding mech. This chaotic shooter throws you into hand-painted worlds packed with relentless waves of enemies, explosive power-ups, and ridiculous weapons that make every run unpredictable. There is no story to worry about, just pure over-the-top action with a side of amphibian absurdity. You control both frog and mech in perfect sync, move with the left stick, aim with the right, shoot with RT, and slash with LT. Each weapon feels punchy, and reload times force you to think on your feet as swarms close in. Power-ups are gloriously unhinged. Garbage trucks that mow down enemies, crates that fall from the sky, or damage builds that melt bosses in seconds. Dying is expected, but each run earns you gold for upgrades, letting you buy new weapons, perks, and mech enhancements back at the hub. The gradual sense of progression feels rewarding, and the action only gets crazier when you team up online with up to 3 other players. The netcode is solid, and multiplayer adds a new layer of chaos and laughter to the carnage. While Entropy Survivors can be overwhelming at first, and its pacing unrelenting, its weapon variety, sharp challenge, and multiplayer mayhem make it an addictive and hilarious shooter you'll keep coming back to. At number 11 we have AK-xolotl, Together, a top-down action roguelike shooter that pairs a charming pixel art aesthetic with high-octane bullet hell combat. You control a heavily armed axolotl, embarking on a violent rampage across various biomes to blast through the animal kingdom. While the premise is adorable, the gameplay is intense as you wield an arsenal ranging from standard AKs to specialized weapons like the AK-xolotl, all while collecting food and capturing baby axolotls. You nurture these babies in your pond to unlock new fighters with unique abilities, utilizing the species' natural regeneration to return stronger after every death. The Together update introduces local and online co-op, allowing you to share power-ups and firepower with a partner. You'll find depth through the 2.0 overhaul, which added weapon mods, permanent stat improving recipes, and over 20 new weapons. However, you should prepare for a significant grind. While the core loop is addictive and smooth, unlocking every item requires a heavy investment of time due to limited gold rewards. Some players find the room variety lacking, and the lobby somewhat spacious for its limited functions. You might also notice that the difficulty scaling in multiplayer relies on inflating enemy health, which can feel tedious. Despite these flaws, the game offers a quirky, dependable experience. If you enjoy games like Enter the Gungeon, but want something more meme-centric and colorful, you'll find this murderous amphibian adventure a fun, if occasionally repetitive, addition to your library. And that's all for this bundle. The Heavenly Bullets bundle is an absolute win for Survivors-like fans. For just $10, you're bagging 11 heavy hitters, including Army of Ruin, God of Weapons, and the chaotic AK-xolotl. With most titles rocking very positive Steam ratings, the value here is cracked, basically $1 a game. Whether you're grinding Pesticide Not Required or farming meta progression in Greedland, this pack is a total no-brainer. Don't sleep on this drop, it's time to lock in and start blasting. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.